Welcome to Drunk Theory. It's Wednesday again, and here we are live.
Almost.
From what did I say? From Le Barn.
Live.
From Le Barn. De Gingembre.
How Acadian of you.
Yes, exactly. Gingembre. Le Barn de Goddam.
Drunk Theory de
Le
Goddam.
Barn de Goddam. To the strains of the immortal Eddie Poirier. A special thanks to our partners, Boucher, Levy's, G&G Music, Citadel Music, Brickhouse Guitars, K&K Sound, Gallagher Guitars, Recording King, Alvarez Yerry, St. Louis Music, Yamaha, James Martin Instruments, Close Guitars, Cody Guitars, Orange Wood Guitars, D'Addario the Arc, Apollo Picks, Epiphone Gibson, Blue Chip Picks, Toad Slab! LR Bags, wow. Maestro Hosen Guitars, George Kraken Emerald Guitars, Nova Scotia SPCA, Charmed Life Picks, Picker's Grip Guitar, David Flamang, my buddy in Idaho, and the Tone Traveler, our newest partner. Also, probably not drunk.
It's
but
a lot of miles.
I'll tell you.
That's a big list.
You goddamn right it is. And
good goddamn,
we've
that's a big
earned
list.
every bit of it.
It's a big old list.
We wouldn't even be here without those guys right there.
We would not even be living here.
No. I would be in the driveway. Gingembre would have moved on to Europe as a chef.
You would be shitting in a shoebox underneath the overpass out at Massive Bone Ridge.
Massive Bone Ridge. Oh, look. Sam Adams.
Oh, there you go.
It's an American beer.
It's a good Boston beer.
It was a fun noise to hear in my ears.
Sam Adams with the nose. And there we go, boys and girls. The only thing left to say is welcome
to
String Theory. Here's John and Chris and Ginger. So there you go. That's how that works.
Fucking chaos.
So for Capo Corner.
We're going right in there?
Oh, yeah.
You're going to drive it right in there?
I'll drive it right in.
You're just going to...
So for Capo Corner, I just want to let everybody know that there was a bit of a kerfuffle last week with a commenter that I banned for life.
A little dust up?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Total.
A little stink fuffle?
Yeah. He was a little bit out of line.
There was a little stink fluffle.
Yeah. He slightly perturbed me.
I missed that. Did you read it?
Oh, several of them. Yeah. Yeah, he was gonna keep his eye on me.
Well, you are known for your tact.
Yeah, he can. I don't know if he can still see the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he can, but he'll definitely never be saying another word on it. That's for sure. So we don't.
Maybe he'll mount his own channel.
Yeah, well, maybe he has his own channel.
Does he?
But it has no subscribers and no content.
It says one subscriber.
They should call it the YouTube arsehole section.
He has an account. He's like me. I have an account, but I have no videos.
Right.
So he's just an account holder with no videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's an account
I'm sure he's
holder.
a very nice gentleman.
Yeah, he's an account holder, all right. He can hold my account.
I'm sure he's a very nice gentleman.
I bet you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyhow, we had enough of him. I've had some complaints from other people on the channel. Like, why did you get rid of this guy? So he's gone. Bye. See ya. Anyhow, that's Capo Corner.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to write him a song. It's
Happy Trails, Dale. I'm just going to call him Dale.
We'll call him Dale.
Okay.
Yeah, Dale.
Is this the Happy Trails Dale song?
Happy Trails Dale, you won't be around here no more.
You look like a snail,
Happy Trails Dale, you can just hit the floor. Happy Trails Dale, we won't have to listen to your lip. And Chris looks like whatever.
Yeah, how did I get roped?
I don't know. You were just sitting there. You're not old. You're vintage.
And you didn't say that.
That didn't answer my question.
That's the theme. That is the theme of the night.
No, you're just indiscriminately attacking everyone.
Oh yes, absolutely. This is not a kinder and gentler string theory this week.
The theme is that didn't answer my question.
Be warned, because we've been here drinking for several hours.
That's correct.
The three of us. Even Jack has a little jag on tonight.
He does.
Poor Jack.
What are you looking for?
What? The Tone Traveler. Where'd he go?
I don't know. It's over by Ginger.
The wee little bit.
Yeah, let me have the bit. I just want to say hello to these guys. We talked about them earlier last week, and they
This is like the portal on what's the show? The sci-fi show.
Stargate?
Stargate. This is like the portal on Stargate. It's actually very heavy.
So I just wanted, because it's a speaker, it has a big magnet in it, right?
Well, is that why?
Yeah.
Well, mysteries.
Don't you know how speakers work, Chris?
So
mysteries. Oh, thanks, Einstein.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, Blindstein.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Captain Tips. So, Blindside.
Blindstein.
Ironsides. Binded sides.
Yeah.
So, just quickly, there's gonna be a review on this.
Yeah,
and,
the review is still out.
No, the review from me is going to be fine. But if you ask these guys, they're going to tell you all kinds of bullshit about science.
And, we would argue about the science of these devices for about 2 hours.
With this device, which is actually a tiny speaker, and this tablet that comes with the system.
Play it. Turn it on.
It's quite cool.
I can't. It takes too long to get it hooked up. It does.
That's some sloppy science right there.
That's one of the things I'm going to talk about.
The ON/OFF switch is pretty complicated, I guess.
It is a bit. Mm-hmm. It's a tiny bit inconvenient that it has to have the tablet. Yeah, because
it's like an ancient puzzle to get into the tomb of the dead.
When this runs, it plays 6 notes, the strings of the guitar, and you can turn them off individually. You can it works.
That's a scientific fact.
I use this on a hose end guitar, an SGI 000 guitar, and just for overnight, and it made such a difference that I ended up recording in a bluegrass session with a 00 guitar. It's crazy, but it made a huge difference. So, like, if you can get one of these, you should, because
it's heavy.
It actually works.
It's heavy.
It's huge.
It's heavy.
It's very heavy.
It's really super well built and heavy.
Also, I want to mention that these guys make some of the greatest flat picks I've ever used. They're cool looking. They're white triangle picks with an 8-ball in the middle of them for grip. It's on both. It's embedded. It's inlaid in the material.
Is it a mother of toilet seat?
No. It's mother of car seat for baby.
Okay.
Anyhow, it's well padded and has 4 straps.
All right.
But anyhow, they make some of the best flat picks I've ever used, and so this is the Tone Traveler by Dr. Herringbone.
It can also get you back to that first scene in Back to the Future.
That's
right. You want to go there just before Marty gets there with the car?
Trust me, this would be the best money you ever spent to help age your guitar faster. This actually works.
How does it work?
It's simple. I already told you. I already said. And we're not getting into that again, because if we do, the whole fucking show will be me trying to explain music to brainless scientists.
I'm not
soulless.
I'm not
scientists.
brainless. Thank you
neither
very
one
much.
of us are brainless.
Well, okay,
I'm just not a musician.
Yeah, we're just not a muso head like you are.
Yeah, so.
And I require more explanation
we
than
require
because it
some
does.
scientifically based facts and measurement.
Right.
Yeah. We've been giving him a hard time for hours.
1 + 1 is 17.
Yes, that's how music works. First question goes to.
Well, we're going away from that conversation
Yeah, we are.
now.
Because we have to do a show, and we don't want to waste.
Did you just get here?
Yeah.
It's only 11 minutes after.
Well, yeah.
Slow your roll there, big wheels.
Hey, look there, vintage.
We've been comparing the argument between
That's
vibration.
That's when you're supposed to look at me and go, "Hey there, Jesus."
Yeah, not likely. Hey, why don't you calm down? It's not the Last Supper, okay?
First question goes to.
I just need to read Ian Roster's comment.
Okay, give her Ian. I love you, buddy.
Here we go.
So when I started the stream, Chris was over here leaning over the iPad.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, "Nice arse, get in the truck."
Nice arse, get in the truck.
I just thought that was important to
it deserves
read.
a song. Oh, you're making me horny. Keep going. Thanks.
Stay weird,
Thanks,
everyone.
Ian.
Stay weird.
Keep it nice and trim and tight for you, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You get an arse like a... Never mind. Sorry, go ahead.
Next.
We got a super
We're
chat.
gonna get fucking canceled here. I know we are.
Funny.
Yeah, that's it. Drop an F-bomb.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube hasn't canceled us in 4 years, but apparently they like me. I don't know what's going on with this.
I don't really think it has anything to do with that. Actually. No.
Well, you know what?
It's all robots.
No,
you should tell me.
I am going to tell you. I was approached at Massey Hall when I was up there with Robin Boucher for the for the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Right? So a lady from Google Toronto came out to meet me because of this channel, and so they do like us. They do love us. She came out and said, "You
this
guys."
Whole platform is slipping.
I know. It's like they got nothing better to do. But what are you gonna do? First person, for fuck's sake, please, now, anytime.
We've got a comment from Kenny Shalafu Music.
Oh, boy, Kenny. How you doing,
He's one
buddy?
of our prize winners.
Yes, he is.
Yep.
He says, thank you to JP Cormier. My prize package came in the mail. Love the CD, the strap, the pics, etc. Thanks again, man.
Sweet.
Awesome,
buddy. Love
you know
buddy.
the CD, Kenny, makes a great
Coaster.
drink holder.
Yeah, coaster.
Yeah.
That's really all it's for. It doesn't do much else. But, yeah. Give me some of that.
The sangria, is it good?
The sangria is good. Did you want some, Ginger?
I still have a rum and coke on the go here.
You want? I'll get
Oh,
a
my
glass
God.
here. You want some?
It's sour but delicious.
It's not sour at all.
Well, it is compared to beer.
You're sour.
Okay. Connect.
Here, Ginger.
Dear, hang on, I need my... Gracias.
Connect.
All right, let's see. We got a super chat from Derek Moser.
Derek Moser.
Hey JP, want to thank you all and Roger at Brickhouse Guitars. Got my BG 400 a few weeks ago and I've played it almost every day.
Nice.
The only thing I can say is, wow, what a great guitar.
BG 400.
BG 400. Oh, the Bridgeport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those are great guitars. Oh, that's our winner, our grand
Yeah,
prize.
he was the one that won the guitar.
Yeah, and I have
prize.
the rest of your prize here.
JP's bad at mailing things out.
No, I'm not. You're in Halifax. So I have more things for you here. So somehow...
There's an old lamp that doesn't work anymore and a dehumidifier that's all crusty. A keyboard with only the left side working. And, yeah, we'll get it to you.
Yeah, so the next time you're going to come see me around HRM, let me know, because I have a bag of other treats.
We were going to invite him here, maybe.
Well, that's what we wanted to do.
Why don't
Bring
we-
him here with the guitar.
Why don't we bring him on for a show?
Just bring him here, give him his prize,
Yeah.
and let him play the guitar.
How's that?
Sitting in front of the world right now.
That's straight tequila.
Fresh out of the swamp.
So, yeah, are we all going to be here next Wednesday?
I don't know.
Okay, Next.
Super chat from Sarah Watson.
Sarah Watson.
That's new.
And
Sarah's new.
it is her first super chat.
Yeah,
Sweet.
buddy! Sarah Watson. I told you.
You're not the Sarah Watson from Nickel Creek.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, maybe she is.
Could be.
I doubt it.
What does she
is
say?
too good at taste.
She says, my hubs and I are late to the party, but binge watching all your content and almost finished up with your Life in Music series. Can you talk a bit about your battle with carpal tunnel?
There wasn't much of a battle. I just, I lost the battle immediately.
Kicked your ass.
Yeah, I just couldn't play anymore. I couldn't hold a cup or a mug or a bow or a pick or... I just would start playing and I would just drop everything. My hands would just go dead and limp. And my career, therefore my life, was saved by a surgeon named Winston Parkhill, who actually invented the technique they used at the time for curing this. And he did the surgery himself. And he was an elderly man at the time. And he did the surgery... And that was, I was 27 when it happened, so I'm 104 now, so it lasted a shit ton of years.
So far.
So far, but he told me it was only good for 25 years.
Right.
So, in all honesty, I do now I'm starting to
Feel it again.
have pain. Yeah, because I'm getting older. My joints are going on.
Is that because you're playing with Dave Gunning too much? Though?
No, it's because I'm playing myself too much. Just my right arm's killing me. Okay, go ahead. And I keep sitting on the left one, so it'll go to sleep. But it's really, yeah. Go ahead. Next.
Oh dear. Super chat from Ian
Sorry.
Rossiter.
Sorry, I love you. Pardon me. I don't know where that come from. We went way south there. All right, go ahead.
So super chat from Ian Rossiter.
Ian
Again.
Rossiter, you bastard, you paramedic bastard,
Yeah.
you.
Could you just hold your fire there for 5
Yeah, for
minutes?
Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Go play your Laravel Manlin and
Yeah.
piss off.
I don't think that's...
String theory, where everyone gets abused equally.
Well, no. Ian gets abused
Oh,
twice.
yeah, way more, because
Yeah.
he's a wicked player. So piss on him. What's he saying?
Yeah, what's Ian Golden
he
Shower
says-
Rossiter saying?
Golden shower.
I give up.
Anyway.
Yeah, what's Ian, the pizza delivery boy Rossiter, saying? Oh, I got a pepperoni in this one. Okay, next.
What does that even mean?
What did you do?
I think you've...
He cut a hole in the bottom of the box.
Yeah.
Deliver the pizza at the door, you know.
Oh.
Boom, chicka, wow, wow.
turned a corner.
Hey, baby, this one's got extra pepperoni.
Yeah.
Connect.
Yeah, looks like you were a little short on the pepperoni.
Not me, Ian. Don't look. I wasn't doing this. Don't. Hey,
I got your back.
Stop
I
messing
got
up
your back,
my.
Ian.
Stop messing up my fucking fictional anecdotes.
I got your back, Ian.
Ian Roster, what you saying?
Lost all control. He says winter gig tips. Take a small hairdryer to gigs and warm your hands before you play. Also a pair of stage shoes so you don't track snow and crap.
Huh.
Well, aren't you fancy?
Well, JP doesn't care about tracking snow
Yeah,
into
I
somebody
can't-
else's venue, number one.
Like I can afford another pair of shoes to
Well,
go on stage
well, the
with.
thing is about JP that most people don't know
You
is
be quiet.
he also tracks snow and crap into the house.
Oh, now we're going there now, are we? We're going to get domestic on the air, are we?
And he pays Dave Gunning $20 to hold his hands to warm them up before the show.
Yeah, but not with his hands.
Why don't make it weird. Don't make it weird.
Well, all right, well, thanks for coming to String Theory tonight, folks. We're going to sign off now.
We might be signing off permanently after this one. Oh, shit. Next.
Oh, dear.
Who's next?
Super chat from Jasper North.
Jasper,
Jasper.
thank you, buddy.
Sorry for tuning in.
Yeah, bless you for turning in.
Yeah.
I had the D18 and yesterday bought the Yamaha FG5.
FG5.
You bought the Yamaha was a way better guitar. I wish I could say what I want to say. Oh,
Don't.
God, I want to say it so
You're
bad.
just going to
Keep it yourself.
Yeah, can't say it. Can't say it.
Make
How's
it
your FG5?
Yeah, your FG5 is awesome. That's what it is.
You
I
should do
know
a
it
comparison video, Jasper, between the two of them.
Yeah, they're the same guitar. They're both mahogany, and they both, well, the Yamaha has an ARE treated top, which is going to be miles above what Martin's doing. So you should do a comparison. It'd be interesting. I could do a comparison, except
You don't have
I
the D18.
can't. Yeah, never mind. Sorry. Goodbye. See ya later. Bye. Love Martin. Next.
Thank you, Jasper.
Jamie McDonald has a question.
Okay, give me Jamie.
How do I start my own YouTube page?
You get out of work from a pandemic, and you be a fat old lazy bastard who doesn't know anything else but talking about guitars and shooting his face off 24 hours a day, sitting every week for 81 weeks talking about your boring fucking life that amounted to nothing, and you just sit here and you make
there-
stupid
okay, Mr.
bullshit
Cranky Pants.
guitar tunes, and you go, blah, 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 and thousands of people watch it.
You need a stupid friend to bring
And
along
a
with
stupid
you,
friend.
too.
And a really smart wife.
Yes.
Who can tolerate all your bullshit.
Our bullshit.
Our bullshit.
Yeah.
And boom! Instant YouTube channel.
Yeah.
There you go.
But realistically, all you need to do is start an account and start uploading videos.
Read the question again.
How do I start my own YouTube page? So you just open an account, start uploading videos. And
Okay,
then
so
that is
here's the deal.
Literally all you have to do.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
There's more to it than that.
All right then.
So you got to start a YouTube profile, right?
Right.
But the problem with YouTube, it's not a problem. It keeps people from YouTube that don't belong there. So it's the same as the gatekeepers did in the record labels for 60 years before everything went fucking tits up. So what it is that, well, yeah, you can. So the only way to do YouTube, you want to be making money. So you need to have 4,000 views a month. that number went down to 1,000 during the pandemic, but it may well be back up around that now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very deceptive. That number sounds humongous, but it's not. If you put up the right content, and
Which clearly this isn't.
This isn't. Yeah, right. Our viewership is crazy. We get 4,000 or 5,000 people watching this, and 500 new subscribers every month, and it's ridiculous.
It only makes sense with Donald Trump being the president.
Don't even say that. Don't even say it. So, you want to. The secret is to make videos about things that you love and that you know. Don't compete with anyone. Don't do anything that somebody else is doing. Make the thing about you. I still say to this day, after doing this for 4 years, over 4 years now, and how well we've done, that the reason I got so many subscribers is because I did that stupid Life and Music thing for 81 weeks.
It wasn't stupid.
There's 125 hours of me sitting in profile in black and white, telling my life story. I mean, that's what drew people in. And the thing about musicians and any kind of artist, really, I believe, is that the people want to know who you are. They don't want to just assume who you are from what you play or what you write or what you record or what you do on stage. They want the back door, the stage entrance pass, where they can go in the backstage and go, this isn't J.P. Cormier I'm looking at, it's John. This is the guy behind the stage name and
Who's
the record.
John?
Yeah, exactly. So that's the point, right? So you got to make content that means something to you personally, and you got to speak about it honestly,
Simply.
from your heart, simply. It doesn't even matter if it's factually correct. It's your life experience about what you've done, what you've gone through, how you've learned.
Your expertise
blah, blah, blah.
on your subject.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So as long as you're honest, 100% honest about what you're talking about to the people, you're going to gain subscribers. And you're going to get the views. And once you hit that 4,000 mark, YouTube will contact you. I don't even know if it's 4,000. It could be less now. But they'll contact you with an offer to monetize your videos. And at that point, you'll open up what they call an AdSense account, which is super easy to do. This is all free. And you sign up with AdSense. And then from that point on, when you upload a video, there'll be a switch. You got to download YouTube Studio, which is another app that you use to monitor your content and all of these things. And once you have AdSense in place, there'll then be a monetization button that you hit turn on when you upload something. And that's when they start to pay you. And you get how they pay you is they add advertisements into your video. And you start to get a check. You won't get it in the mail. It'll go right directly into your bank account every month. And like I've said before, like this entire thing that we've done here for 4 years with hardly any technology, the only thing that's
or planning or talent
or looks
Yeah.
or any of those things,
especially planning
or looks. And we got it done with just by being completely upfront about everything that we're doing, from the Life of Music series to the guitar stuff with John to this, to the tech talk with the install work that we've done, and we'll just come at it completely deadpan, honest. Like, this is what it is, blah blah blah, and we don't put on airs. And we don't do fancy whatever. We just do what we do. And that's what seems to appeal to people. And moreover, it appeals to all these companies I work with now. There's like 30 or 40 of them. And these companies are 100% behind us because we sell their product. Because I believe in their product. It isn't... if you listen to our sponsors list, there's way more than one guitar company on there.
Yeah.
There's multiple guitar companies.
There's multiple pick companies.
There's multiple pick.
Yeah.
There's multiple pickups. There's
Yeah.
multiple all this stuff. Not because I want them on the list to make money and to blah blah blah. I actually use every one of these things, and or have used it in the past, and I feel confident, no matter what I'm speaking about on this list, that I'm steering people in the right direction.
You actually use everything.
Every
on that
single
list.
thing on this
Yeah.
list,
That's
including
not a
the
lie.
NSCP, the SPCA,
The SPCA.
right? Like those, we sponsor a cage there.
Yeah.
I shouldn't call it a cage, but it's a
Well,
or a
it
kennel.
is.
It's a kennel.
It's a kennel for.
It's a kennel
yeah.
for animals,
Yeah.
right? We have our name on one. We pay for it every
Yeah.
year, and I don't consider these people my sponsors. That's why I always call them my partners, because not one of them, I'm not being paid to say any of this stuff.
No.
Right? It is the way it is, and I always just I'm
It's not. It's
flat out about it.
what you're
right?
saying is it's not complicated.
No.
Some of my favorite like daily watched YouTube channels, they get like a video will get 1,000 views. That's
Yep,
it. Be
yep.
it machining, motorbikes, electronics. They're just guys that like you feel you know.
Yep.
Because you watch them literally every day or two when they put out a video. Could be 10 minutes, 20 minutes long.
That's right.
Right? And it's just do you. Just
Just
do it
do
honestly.
you.
There's some of them I don't even know what they look like.
No.
Because
One of my
you're-
favorite guys, Flossie Carter.
yeah.
You never see anything but his
No.
hands.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Yeah.
He reviews phones and headphones and
Right.
tech and everything.
You
can
never see
imagine.
them.
Never see him.
Just do
You
do
just see him and his
what
cat.
what your interest is.
Yeah.
And people will pick up on it and like it and
Exactly.
subscribe to
And
it.
the thing is, you can't give up if you don't get some huge number of new subscriptions immediately. You got to realize something. We have about 500 or 600 videos now. It's all about quantity of content.
To
and
get
don't-
put in people's feeds.
Yeah, and don't put out bullshit just to get quantity. Go into this thinking, I'm doing 3 videos a week. At all different subjects. Create shows around them like I did, maybe. My Life and Music show, my Guitar Stuff with John show, this show, which is live every time we do it. You know what I
So to
mean?
speak.
So to speak.
Yeah.
Create something and then stick with it.
Yeah.
And if it looks like it's not working, stick with it some more until it works. Because it doesn't matter. There's 2 billion people on YouTube. 2 billion. Out of those 2 billion, if you can't get 30 or 40, 50, 100,000 subscribers, something wrong. We've been climbing up steady ever since we started. And you also have to realize that there's 55 million videos uploaded to YouTube a day.
Wow.
55 million videos every day. And yet, I still gain subscribers every week. Everybody that I know that started, it grows. Everything grows. This is the type of entertainment at this point in our society that's people love
It
this.
hits people.
Yeah, they love this.
Yeah.
They love the fact that they're watching me and you sitting here
And Ginger.
and having a drink and talking about music things and
Yeah.
making stupid jokes
Yeah.
and wearing dumb shirts and making fun of each other. They love that.
Oh, I got a stain.
I would have loved it. When I think
Stand
about,
there.
remember what life was like before all this shit? We didn't have it. Remember when it was just cable TV and going to rent?
Oh yeah. Don't
Yeah,
even get
remember
me
me?
started.
You know what I mean?
Country cable, 2 channels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And you
going
had to get
the,
up off your butt to change the channel.
yeah, and go to the store to rent VHS tapes.
Mhm.
That was the big thing, right?
I like going to Blockbuster.
Now you can open your phone and you can look on YouTube and you can find anything that's
Well, 'cause-
ever happened.
Because you're watching what you want to watch.
Yeah.
When you want to watch it, and nobody's telling you what to watch, when to watch, if you go YouTube Premium, $10
Right.
a month.
Yep, I do.
I'm still contributing to
Yep.
people's channels.
That's right.
They're being monetized. They're getting paid, but I don't have to watch the
Watch
commercials.
the ads.
Yep.
We all pay the $10. I do too.
Yeah, me too.
But listen, there's a home and a space for every single person on YouTube. And I gotta give it to YouTube and to Google for continuing to keep this platform the way it is. Like it's awesome that they allow us to do these things. There's so many different ways of being entertained. It's just ridiculous. Oh my god.
How you doing, Ginger?
Let me just see if that's too full.
How's your sangria, Ginger?
It's good.
Okay.
Next.
Super chat from Ian Rossiter.
Ian
Hey,
Rossiter, back
Ian
again
Rossiter.
for more torture.
More punishment.
Yeah.
I discovered that the $49.99 Amazon Wireless with my K&K loaded mandolin works really well for sit-in pub gigs. No cables to snag or step on.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that do work really well. I've tried them all. My favorite one is the Sennheiser, which comes with a floor pedal with a tuner on it, and
For $50.
Yeah, no, not the Sennheiser.
Oh.
It's
There's
$300.
more.
Okay.
But the only reason I went with that thing is it has zero problems with frequency interference in nowhere that I've ever been has that thing ever jumped to another frequency or picked up radio or that shit, right? Some of the ones that you can buy for $129 on Amazon, they're not real.
They're questionable?
They're not questionable. They work well, but someday you're gonna be sitting in a gig, and some other wireless signal is gonna be around the building, and you're gonna start. You'll just drop out to silence, or you'll cross over with somebody else's wireless, like that sort of thing.
Been there.
Yeah, but other than that, I love those things, and the great thing about them is, and here's a little tip for everyone that you might not know. If you use a sensor pickup like you do, Ian, I think you get a K&K.
K&K, yeah.
So K&Ks, unfortunately, and realistically, you can't actually really hear much of the difference, but it is there. Is K&Ks are cable length degradable. So that K&K says you should only ever put a 10-foot cable.
Yeah. It's a passive pickup.
Yeah, there's no battery. So anything beyond 10 feet, the signal degrades. But how much it degrades is negligible, right? So, but with a wireless system, there's no cable. You're going directly right into that pickup. You're transmitting directly from the end pin, which means the signal is awesome from that pickup when there's no cable at all to degrade it. And it makes a big difference. I find negating that 10 feet of cable between me and the amp makes this pickup sound warmer, fatter, more dynamic. There's a bigger dynamic range in the response and all those things, right? But it is subjective. It's somebody. When you're playing, and you've heard your cable sound, and then you change it, you can hear it.
If you're going
paying
wireless.
attention, right?
You are having compression,
Yes.
expansion. You are having a limited bandwidth
Right.
that you don't have.
May
in
not
a
carry the
cable.
whole pickup.
Right. It doesn't. FM
Yeah.
has a limited bandwidth, which
Yep.
a cable does not.
Yep.
In fairness to K&K, their pickups are a 3 pickup system for an acoustic guitar, and we've spoken about it before and measured it. It is a really, really healthy line level signal
Hot
from
signal.
piezo pickups,
Way
which is
hotter than
amazing.
piezo, yeah.
Yeah. So the degradation with a K&K system, even though it's passive, there's no preamp in it firing a signal out with a battery or anything. It is hot.
You may end up seeing degradation from an undersaddle more than a K&K. Because even though
Absolutely.
even though the UST is powered,
Yeah.
because it doesn't have that wide a spectrum of, it's
Yeah, an
not
under
really-
saddle pickup is limited because
Yeah.
of its size and its shape, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's made up for because, like, let's say in most systems, there is equalization built in to fix the response of that pickup.
Exactly.
Which you hear in the tonal quality or shape of those pickups, be it Bags, Fishman, whoever's making it, right? Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
question.
that is a
Thanks,
good
Ian.
question.
Love you, buddy. Always can't wait to see you. I'm going to be out west this year, I hope. I love you. I want to see you soon. Okay, next.
Highlighted chat from Larry Reindress.
Larry Reindress, my buddy.
You three are so good for the soul.
Thank you, Larry.
We love you, buddy.
Love you, brother.
We're going to do the live string theory show at the Carroll's Corner Hall this year.
Mm-hmm.
You and I are going to talk about it and get it organized with Kim and Skip. And we're going to make a big deal out of it. We're going to raise some money for the SPCA and for the Canadian Grandmasters Fiddle Championship. We're going to figure out a way to really pull something crazy off there and get a whole bunch of us at the hall for a day and have a barbecue and tunes, and you and I will sit on stage and do just string theory live. We might even stream it somehow.
Almost live.
Be crazy.
It wouldn't be hard.
No,
it wouldn't be hard. We're gonna do it. So you and I will be talking. You're gonna help me. We're gonna help me arrange it.
Good to see you at the Marigold, Larry.
Love you, brother. Okay, next.
Super chat from Jasper North.
Back for more punishment.
He has nothing to do tonight.
Any tricks to memorize lyrics and chords? I cover many songs.
I couldn't tell you because I have the worst lyric memory ever, and it's getting worse.
It is true.
I am now at the point where I have to have a book on stage with me. I can't remember lyrics anymore, and I don't know whether it's just my brain's worn out or I have there's memory problems in my family. So
you also just don't practice.
Can we have a discussion about this?
Sure.
So that's a totally interesting question to me, because as someone who's been along with you for 30 years and a lot of other East Coast artists, and with one artist, part of my job was feeding them the lyrics when they got off on a tangent and it's time to come back into the song, right?
Right.
So do you think about it before the song?
Oh, no.
You just jump into it and it goes.
So the way that I work is if I play a song at sound check, I won't remember it at showtime. It's a one-off only per day.
That's what he says.
If I sing the Molly May in sound check,
it's gone.
It's gone. It just it's a brain thing, right?
So
it's neurological.
And that's from an artistic standpoint.
Yeah.
And like it's pretty well known between JP and I that I'm science and math. I'm a computer.
Yeah.
So if I'm at front of house, say, mixing you, I have a CD playing in my head. You're on stage.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm making what's coming at me sound like the CD. Right. Is basically what's happening.
Yeah.
You ask me the lyrics to the Molly May right now, can't tell you.
No, but if you
play the first two notes of that song,
yeah.
It's like a disc buffering in.
Yeah.
And I can tell you every word of that song, every instrument, everything on that song.
All the ups and downs, all the fader moves.
Everything. I hear instruments when I'm listening that aren't there. If you're playing with a band and everything's there, that's cool. If you're missing a fiddle, I still hear the fiddle on one side of my head, right?
Yeah.
So it's interesting to me what your process is for remembering those words all the time.
Well,
the
process is simple.
It's like muscle memory.
It's doing it so many times that it becomes involuntary memory.
Yeah.
If I think about what I'm about to sing, I'll forget the lyric.
Does it have anything to do with playing the song and the music and motor memory?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all tied together, but it's totally involuntary.
Yeah.
It's like it just comes out to the point where I can't even consider what the meaning of the lyrics are.
It's just a motor memory.
If I think about what the lyric means, I'll forget the next line. It's just blind rote.
You distract yourself.
Blind. I have no breaks, no nothing.
See, I'm always a line ahead. When you're playing, and I'm a line ahead. I know what the next line is.
But he's got to play the music and sing the words.
Yeah,
so he's got to just be in.
I got to get to the point where I actually don't care about the emotional content of the song.
Well, I don't either, but I know what the next line is.
Because if emotion gets into it,
yeah,
that's real dangerous. Because I'll forget the next line or the next verse because I'm emotionally invested in telling the story.
Yeah.
And so it's it's weird because you can't entertain people without being emotional.
Well, that's the thing. Your job is to emote
So
the song.
I do emote it, but it's involuntary.
It's like a reflex.
It's a reflex thing. I don't say, okay, I'm going to sing this next line with a lot of emotion. I turn off.
Yeah.
I have to shut off my brain and just play the song, and it comes out. I don't even know what the next line is, and I'm already saying it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Ooh, that's cool.
So you're not thinking ahead.
No, I could not. If I did, I would lose the entire song.
It goes into full meow mix.
Yeah.
What's that?
Meow mix.
Say that again?
Meow mix.
Meow
Goes into
mix.
full mix. Meow
I
mix.
thought she was saying something intelligent, but she's being a smart.
Oh no, I lose lyrics. I'll just
So-
start singing meow mix.
So Ginger,
Yes.
you listen. You're at a lot of shows.
Yeah.
How do you hear it? Because you obviously know. I'm assuming you know
She
all
can
the
sing
words to all the
words,
songs,
right?
right? But how do you realize how well you know the catalog?
Yes.
You do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I can like, I'll be singing ahead, in my head.
So you're doing it like me from a scientific standpoint.
Yeah. Where did he go?
He's gone to pee. Apparently.
Yeah. And then when he screws it up, I'm still like
You're
my
yelling
head is,
the words at him.
Yeah.
Right.
But he's got into meow mix.
Which is super, super interesting to me because we're attacking it so differently. Mm-hmm. Right?
For me, it's just I just once I know what I know,
Yeah.
and it's there. But
Yeah.
he's gonna. I think the difference is he's gonna play the music at the same time. And like,
Yeah. Sue says that when I'm listening to music, I'm spinning a finger all the time.
Yeah.
And it's something I do subconsciously, but I don't know what it is that I'm doing, but it kind of, in my brain, it likens to the way a CD plays, and it buffers. As soon as I hear the first couple notes of a song, I buffer in the entire song,
Yeah.
and then to me it's a comparison to what's streaming in my head to what's coming off the stage.
Yeah, and I can hear it when he does something, or like when he and Dave are playing on stage,
Yeah,
and they sing it differently than the album.
exactly.
Like whether with different emphasis or slightly different timing.
So that really underlines the fact that you and I are total eggheads.
Yeah.
And the differences between that and the artistic side, which would be
But I'm relying
guys.
on the music that he's also providing.
to give you the cue.
So yeah, like if you said, if you asked me what the lyrics are to a certain song right now, I wouldn't be able to tell you. But if you
Right.
started playing the music, but to be able to play the music and recall all the lyrics simultaneously, that's
So I want to give
something
you.
I've never had to do.
I want to interject something here.
Your
I'm gonna
flies down.
Yes, I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to give you an example of how I remember lyrics. Song for Winter's Night. So, the way I remember that song is lamp, smoke, and fire. The lamp, the smoke, and I always say this in my head: where there's smoke, there's fire.
Right.
That goes through my head every
order of
time
the
I say
verses.
where there's smoke, there's fire. And it leads me to the next verse. So the lamp is burning low. Smoke is rising, the shadows overhead.
Yeah.
The fire is burning low. That's how I remember that lyric.
So you have a process to it.
Sometimes,
For that too,
not
anyway.
every song. Like Kelly's Mountain is an utter nightmare for me.
Drug a carrot through the snow.
Because I can't, I never know.
In my shit, I slipped
I
and fell.
never know. I never, ever know.
Yeah.
What was
And
the
I
one?
mean ever. No matter when I sing that song, I have no concept of whether I will remember the lyrics or not. I just start singing it and start praying.
That was also driven by the audience.
If you told me to recite those lyrics, I
You
couldn't
couldn't.
do it. I couldn't do it.
What was the one about the hanging that you flipped up the words?
Oh
Johnny
yeah,
Armstrong.
the Lope returned his liberty.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a spoonerism.
The Lope returned his liberty.
That's just because I was shit.
Well, and that's another thing too. Like we have some songs that inside the group, there's different lyrics.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
That's another problem.
And we hear those
We
lyrics
make
all
these-
the time.
We make these filthy versions of these songs.
Home to Larry.
And yeah, and that's like, that's going through my head too.
Right. And trying not
Right?
to say
In my
it.
Trying
shit,
not
I
to
slipped
say
and
the
fell.
dirty
Right.
lyrics.
Instead of in my pain, I slipped and fell.
Well, and when I drug the carrot across the
Yeah,
stage.
drag a carrot. I think of that every night. I pull a carrot through the snow.
Yeah.
It's, you know, the best one I ever heard. Another Morning. No, it was Kelly's Mountain. Sorry. I was playing this huge outdoor thing. This is back when the album was on the charts, right? And this girl came up to me and said, "What's that line you say about the camel?"
Camel.
The camel. I said, What? She's like, "Man, but the old brown camel."
What?
I was like, "I think you're."
Because people mishear lyrics all
Oh yeah.
the
I was
time.
like, "Are you sure
Yeah.
that's in Kelly's Mountain?" And she says, "Yeah." So she sang was like something I will wait by old brown camels, and I was like, "No, that's old Don Campbell's Gate."
Right.
Right?
Brown
She thought it
camel.
was the brown camel.
Old brown camel.
Whatever. It was Don Campbell, right? And so I've had a lot of those. And to be honest with you, I feel a little bit of I feel like I've ripped people off a lot in my career because some of the songs that I wrote that became really popular, in my opinion now, weren't well written. And those sort of things is what I mean. Like that line by old Don Campbell's Gate.
Yeah.
I could have found something else.
No,
That was better.
It's a story.
I know, but
It's
to
the
me
story.
it sucks, right?
No.
To me it's like this is an onerous encumbered fucking line
Because it's
That
easily
Lightfoot-
misunderstood?
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
that Lightfoot never would have done this. Like, you know what I mean? Like everything he ever wrote just flowed off the tongue, and you couldn't
I
you
guarantee
couldn't
you.
mishear his lyrics.
No, I guarantee you there's equally as many
You really think so?
Lightfoot lyrics that are blown by people listening. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
I don't know.
And everybody.
But I
Like,
always
there's-
feel like that. I always feel
Okay.
like I wish I could. I
What
wish
was
I
that tune
knew.
about the...
I wish I knew then about writing
What you know now.
what I know now, right? Because just the difference between the quality of writing on us compared to Another Morning, to me, is fucking miles.
Yeah, but see,
Like the way
It's
the,
different.
to me that
As a
gets
ly-
into
as a-
overanalyzing.
as a lyricist only, like looking at the Ballad of Morgan Taylor and the song Megan's song,
Right.
and like, they're fucking brilliant. Like the lyrics are so easy to convey to the audience, and they're simple,
In their simplicity.
but they're
yeah.
not simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wish I had those chops 30 years ago.
Right.
But you don't, because you're fucking 25.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Right?
matter.
You don't
Those,
know. Nobody knows, right?
The difference in, say, the quality of the lyric are eclipsed by the popularity is not the word I'm looking for, but like those songs, like Another Morning,
Yeah.
they're iconic on the
They
East
are.
Coast.
They are.
They're
I know
iconic,
that.
and everybody knows them, and
I know
everybody knows the lyrics to them.
But you
and
know
it doesn't
what?
matter.
You know what? I don't feel bad about, and I'm not shitting on the record because if I did that, I'd be shitting on all the people who love it, and I'm not. What I'm saying is, I think that every writer, even Lightfoot did it. I know he did.
Mm-hmm.
Every writer looks back, because I'm lucky, right? I'm a lucky man. 55 years old, been doing this for 42 years, and probably got another 25 years in me to do this, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel very blessed to be able to look back that far at an album that did that well for me and go, Jesus, I'm not the same writer as I was then.
Yeah, well,
And Lightfoot did the same thing. Lightfoot didn't like That's What You Get for Loving Me.
Right.
And he didn't like...
which
it
is
was-
brilliant.
Yeah.
Which is brilliant.
Because it was misogynist. And
Yeah.
he changed. And he looked at that and went, man, that's the sickest, most evil, ugly, hurtful song.
Yeah, but
why
that's-
would you
That's
say
looking
those
at
things, right?
things with a different lens from
Yeah.
a different time, and
Right.
that is not valid, really, because you've got to look
No,
at the way
true.
things were created through the lens.
And
of
I
when
still
they were
love
created.
that song.
Yeah.
Because that's how I look at everything.
So
I look at... Because look what we do, right? You and I know this better than anybody. there's so much Americana and traditional music that bleeds into the Maritimes, and all the artists that we know.
Yeah.
All that music is its beauty and its appeal is because it's snapshots of things through a different lens.
Snapshots in time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how weird they were then. When you take them and you put them now, and this is the time capsule of what was going on then.
Yeah.
Like even Sonny's Dream.
Yeah.
It's not relevant now.
Yeah.
But if you can take that story and sing it now and go, whoa.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. This generation doesn't know anything about that.
No.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's why you can't measure things that happened in the past, like we try and do all the time these days, with today's lens.
No.
It doesn't work.
Nope.
And we've just been talking about, like, ostensibly your catalog, right? You know tons of different artists' whole catalogs. You take a guy like Kim Dunn, and all the artists that Kim Dunn has worked with on the East Coast. Imagine his brain, every lyric, every piano part. Mm-hmm. He's got to know other multiple parts to fit into that when he's playing.
Plus all the Americana he knows.
Plus all the Americana. Right. Plus his own catalog that he has, which is
crazy.
Right? Great question. Where did the question start?
I don't know, but it's a brilliant rabbit hole.
Else.
Yeah.
Brilliant rabbit hole. It was just about memorizing lyrics. But it was a great rabbit hole because that's ultimately that's what this is all about. As a singer-songwriter, and you as someone, you've worked with dozens of them, you know all of our idiosyncrasies because you've been on the other side of the board making us so the people can hear us.
Living together, traveling.
Right. There's a huge gap, in my opinion, between what people hear and love and know and what the artist is, all the insecurities the artist has about
that's a different rabbit hole.
It is, yeah.
That's a little different.
But it ties into memorizing lyrics because just like
what the songs mean,
right?
They mean to people versus what they meant to the artist.
You can't, exactly. So you
right?
can't even think about it. Like when I sing Another Morning or Molly May or My Life Is Over Again or Kelly's Mountain or Now the Work Is Done, Leaving Charlottetown. Like those songs, they're not about. I wrote them about me or about my personal experiences, but they've been taken over by my audience.
Yes, absolutely.
So all the
too.
onus is off of me.
Yeah.
And now I'm just the storyteller. I'm the reteller.
Yeah.
And that's where
that's
the
what you want your songs to be, is people that they can relate to and make the song about their own story.
That's where the lyric
because it's what it does to them, and that's the end goal is what it does to your audience.
And that's where the lyric memory gets difficult.
Right.
Because you realize when you're singing Charlottetown or whatever you're singing, that the whole audience, everybody in that audience, is hearing and interpreting it for their own life, something that happened to them.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't. You're feeding. You're actually not putting your emotion in. You're feeling theirs and feeding it back to them, which negates the ability. To remember lyrics. Right.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What's your most misunderstood song from your perspective by your audience?
I'd have to say it would be She Loved Roses.
Okay.
And I hope I can tell this without crying.
This is a great conversation.
Yeah.
This one.
So
this just saved the show.
I wrote this song.
Yeah.
After my first marriage failed, and that's what it was about. I was in shock from the way it ended, and everybody knows from watching Life and Music all about that. It was a terrible ending, and I wrote this song, and that's what the song was about. I recorded it, I released it. Never thought anything more of it.
That's how you processed it
Yep.
and flushed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was great. And it was a good song. And a lot of people like Jim Hanlon covered it. A few people covered it. It was just a great song. I hit it out of the park. I don't know how I did that, but it's the way it was. So I'm going to a gig up in Ontario, and I walked into the hall. I would never forget it. It was with Chris Murphy, who's one of the greatest singer-songwriters. Him and John McClurg up in Kingston, Ontario. These guys are monster writers, singers, and we're playing I'm playing a sold-out church in Kingston. There was like 400 people, and I'm in there for sound check, and this guy was waiting for me, and so I walk in, and Chris says, "This gentleman wants to meet you really badly." I said, "Okay." So I walked over to him, and he said, "Man, JP, I love. I don't remember what album that was on. It was somewhere in the back of my heart, maybe I think." Or it was somewhere in the back of my heart, and no, it was on the Chance, I think. Anyhow,
No,
doesn't matter.
it was on the Chance.
It was on one of those ones. So he looks at me and goes, "That song, She Loved Roses. She Loved Roses. She Loved Roses." See, I can't do it. I can't remember the lyrics because I'm not singing it.
Yeah. You're not playing it.
I'm not playing it.
Yeah.
So anyhow, this guy says to me, "I listen to that song every day when my wife was dying of leukemia."
Oh, see?
And as soon as he said that, I realized that every verse, every word of that song was about that.
Yeah. Was different
There
than
was
the way
no-
you wrote it.
Yeah, there was no... You didn't have to bend something to make it fit.
No.
The fucking song was about a guy watching his wife die of leukemia.
But see, when you beat
Right?
yourself up about, I could have written this better. That's not a valid thing
Right,
to
yeah,
say.
I know.
Because people are going to take it and bend it to their personal experience.
But when he said that,
Yeah.
I burst into tears. I was like... Because it just hit me like a ton of bricks. I had never even considered that. And he started to cry, and I was crying, and I was just like looking at Chris going... And he said, "You have to sing that tonight."
Yeah.
And I said, "Man, I haven't done that song live."
Yeah.
And goddamn, if I didn't get up on stage that night and I never forgot a word.
No.
Because I saw the whole lyric in a different way.
Yeah.
It changed everything. It changed everything because he told me this. And him and his children are sitting in the front row in tears while I'm singing this song. And so there's been some misunderstanding in my lyrics, but that was the greatest misunderstanding.
Yeah.
And
But
to be honest, his reason was better than mine.
Yeah. And what a
right?
gift to be able to give to somebody unknowing.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. It was amazing.
The biggest misunderstood song to me is Guthro's Falling.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks it's a love song.
Right.
And it's not.
No.
And then
That's why it's so brilliant.
Right. And for how many years have we all worked with Bruce, been with Bruce, and we've heard that song countless times.
Yeah.
But when you sang that song this past year, well, not this past, last year, it's an entirely different song.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Yeah.
With Bruce's passing.
Yeah.
And
it is.
And like 30
exactly
years.
Right.
30 years of hearing that song
Yeah.
and knowing what it's about.
It's a big difference when the guy who wrote it is dead.
Well,
and you're telling a story and you know his son. You know what I mean? It killed
his
me.
son is standing beside you.
His son is my friend.
Right.
Right? And you know how much he loved Dylan.
Right.
So it's a whole.
It's a different song.
It is. It's not the same song anymore.
We were, as you know,
Created by his passing, right?
and as you know, we were all there,
Yeah.
and everyone is gutted.
Yeah.
Everyone is bawling their eyes
Yeah.
out, right? Like
I sang it at the first circle too.
yeah.
It just killed. It was just.
Yeah.
I've almost thought about putting that song in my show because I want to remember Bruce.
What a
Bruce
great,
was a
what a great tribute to Bruce that would be.
Bruce was a great man. He was a great man. Him and I had our differences, and I always picked on him and shit on him for doing different. Always to his face. I never said anything behind his back. I'd tell him right to his face. Like he was a shyster, man. He knew how to make money.
Yeah.
And he knew how to get everybody involved.
Yeah.
And
But he had everybody. He had everybody working. He had everybody getting a paycheck.
Exactly.
And do you know what he was? What he really became? With I don't even think he realized he was becoming. He was an elder statesman.
Oh yeah.
Of our music industry here in the East Coast, and he promoted the shit out of new people and new music, and he elevated people all the time.
Part of the problem with Bruce for a lot of us was that we were jealous at the amount that he was able to schmooze.
Yeah,
because we weren't willing to do that, and he would schmooze like just
he's a master showman, buddy.
Right in the asshole, like everywhere, but it paid.
He was a master showman,
and he shared it with everybody, right?
Yeah.
And I always thought, man, why? Some part of me always hated that he had to do that because he was so good.
He was the mayor.
He was so good
community.
Yeah. The man should have been playing in fucking Carnegie Hall.
Well, he did in Europe.
Exactly.
And that's
a sin too,
that's
right?
the thing that people like.
That
90% of his
me.
audience doesn't know about.
I know.
He was.
He's a rock star.
He's a rock star in Europe.
He's like Rod Stewart in Europe, right?
Yeah.
And I always hated that too.
Yeah.
Like, why did he?
He's Bruce.
Why did he have to go all the way over there to get that kind? He deserved that fame here. But here's the Bruce.
Bruce Guthro.
There's a rabbit hole.
There's another. That's a.
It's a large rabbit hole.
Okay. Okay. Next.
So many. We got a super chat from Mr. Stephen Baker.
A stupid chat. That sounds about right.
That's right.
Stephen Baker.
A stupid chat. A bubble tea from
Stupid chat.
Now that we've learned how to start a YouTube channel, can Chris please tell us how to start a successful OnlyFans?
Wow.
Oh, well, that went so
for the guy diddling himself in the bubble bath
in
Sweden
the
right
rose
now.
petals
I think, and the rose petals and bath salts.
I think you know better than us.
Yeah, Baker.
Next.
Yeah, enough of you.
Yeah.
Super chat from Jamie Reed.
Jamie Reed.
Hey, Jamie.
Evening, boys. Love the D'Addario XS on my J45, but what's the difference between them and Elixir?
There's a different core. D'Addario has the NY steel core, which is a harder, stiffer core than Elixir. So the XS will feel like it has more tension, but also that extra tension makes the action, I find, faster because the strings seem to push your finger away with more authority, and it's easier to move around them. Elixirs are great sounding strings, and I still use them to this day, always. But they're softer feeling and a little slower on the left hand. I think the D'Addario are fantastic strings. I use them all the time, and whenever I do, it's just like they just got a better feel, I think, than anything other string. So that's the difference. Kurnecht.
Highlighted chat from Corey McCormick.
Corey McCormick.
Ottawa, April, you and Gunning. Can't wait. Connects.
Sweet. We'll see you there. Kurnecht.
So when Coot and I are in Mexico.
Bitch. Sorry. I never get to go anywhere. Just sit here like a big fat pig.
You're going to be working in Ontario with Gunning.
Whatever. Jesus. Okay, next.
Super chat from Blair Spinson.
Blair Svensson.
Chris, can you
Winner
close
from
the door?
number one.
Yeah.
Year number one winner.
Lyric question is a good one. Does the intro help anxiety reduction from storytelling and humor between songs?
No, they're not connected whatsoever. They don't have anything to do with it, with the recall of lyrics. Although the stories in between songs and stuff, once I find the shit that gets the most laughs, that's what I do every night. So if you see me 2 or 3 nights in a row, I will often tell the same exact story before each song, with some variation depending on the audience and how drunk I am. To next.
Hang on.
Focus.
Do you use your banter as a stalling tactic?
No, never. Not even thinking about lyrics at that point. I'm just thinking about getting people to laugh. I want people to laugh.
And if you're like Dave, you need 15 minutes to tune.
And another 20 to make them laugh. Okay, next.
Good one, Blair. Good question.
Kenny says, "Hold me closer, Tony Danza."
Tony Danza.
Hey, Kenny. Miss your brother.
Any more super chats?
Hang on, stand by.
Is there another stupor chat from Baker?
Super chat?
Bath salts Baker.
No more super chats?
No more super chats.
What is the company name of the Tone Traveler?
Ooh.
The Tone Traveler is just the name of their product, but I want to know the name of the company. You probably can't see it from... I know, you can't see
No.
it from there. But it's a cool name, too. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
When I first walked up on these guys at Chicago at the guitar summit, the Workman's Summit in Chicago, which we're hoping to do this year as well. It was just like, oh, that's cool.
Can you hear the Googles going?
Yeah. They
Yeah.
do get a good
Yeah. Intense Googling. Oh, Cam McMaster's here.
Who? Oh, Cam.
Cam.
Cam
He says,
Disaster.
"Good day, all. Hope everyone's happy."
Clam.
Cam Disaster. You ain't been here in a while. Cam Disaster. I'd love to see your smile. Cam Disaster. We're waiting for you to come home. You better get your ass up here so we can get you drunk on the lawn.
Yeah, buddy.
There you go.
Let's do a barbecue, Clam.
Clam Disaster.
Well, we
Come on, buddy.
gotta do the Spring Theory barbecue and
Oh yeah,
whatever
that's happening
else
at Carroll
thing.
Corner Hall. For
Carol's
sure.
Corner.
We gotta do that.
Carol Burnett's Corner.
Larry's gonna help me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Local Larry is going to be the chairman of the board for
Okay,
that.
who's got the old answer-rooney?
There's a lot of good ones. One says Able Towing and Recovery.
No.
They're the ones that dragged your ass out of a snowbank.
But though I love those guys.
But that's excellent.
Yeah, it's not
Sure.
Able Towing. It's
A1 towing?
A1. No.
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 What was the name of that company? I feel bad. Jesus, forget them already.
Something
Shit.
in Towing and Recovery in North Sydney.
Yeah. They're awesome. Okay, next. Who we got?
So you're a dingus and drove in a snowstorm. Because you needed coffee or something.
How about you can just... Okay, go ahead.
I hate it when mom and dad fight.
Dr. Herringbone.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Who was first?
Kenny Shalafu Music.
What?
Kenny?
Shalafu?
Yep.
Oh, there you go, Kenny. You're in number 9.
And the second one was Dr. Herringbone was Ryan Kaufman.
Ryan, you're number 10.
K-A-U-F?
K-A-U-F-F.
Hoffman. Nice.
So there you go, boys and girls.
Yeah, buddy.
This was a great string theory. I
For-
enjoyed.
We're
I
not as
enjoyed
think
the
as we
shit.
drunk we are.
No, apparently not.
Good afternoon, Onstable.
So a big thank you
For great questions.
for great questions. We did a lot. This was really serious.
Yeah, considering
I thought we were gonna just be drunk and drooling and
it was going to just be a shit show.
yeah. No,
Great questions. We're going to be talking here for the next 3 hours.
The reason is because we get the best viewers on all of YouTube.
For all the people who have
All of
nothing to
YouTube.
do and have no lives, we have the best viewers ever.
You guys all rock big time.
Wait a minute.
Sangria is the answer.
We love you. Thanks to all our partners
Yeah, buddy.
and all the people that watch us week in and week out. The number grows and grows each month. 37 countries. It's crazy. I had to show. Oh, there's a new partner coming on. Deering Banjo is
Oh
on.
my! No, you're kidding.
There's a John
You-
Hartford coming.
Are kidding.
Deering Banjo's coming on.
Oh,
I had to send them.
chubby.
Yeah, I had to send them my social stuff.
Yeah.
To show what I was doing. Do you know what our reach is on Facebook, which I use to promote all of this? 33 million people. 33 million people. I couldn't believe it.
That's impossible.
It's true.
Deering Banjos?
So Deering Banjo's coming on, boys. I'm expecting the John Hartford Deering Banjo to arrive here in June. They're building it for me as we speak. And that's going to be wicked, wicked, wicked. Oh, yeah. That's going to be wicked. So there you go, boys and girls. Little bit of happy stuff at the end.
Joy, joy. Sangria is the answer, always.
Okay, next.
Ginger? Yeah, buddy.